ready. Did you run here?
Did I run here? No.
No, I'm just kidding. But I would like to know.
It's a good question.
But I just would like to know about the Guinness World Record. How did Dubai achieve this?
Oh man. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago, it was brilliant. I set my alarm for 3:45 a.m. They let me know at 5 a.m. we're going to attempt a Guinness record. And so basically, Adidas, Les Mills, and the Dubai Fitness Challenge, we all got everyone together on Sheikh Zayed Road. And I'm not kidding, at 4 a.m. when you arrive there, there's a DJ, there's a vibe, it's loud. I guess everyone who lived along Sheikh Zayed was up with us, whether they were physically there or not, they were there. And just what a beautiful setting for the community. And we did a HIIT workout. So they brought in the team to basically guide us through a HIIT workout. And we achieved the highest nationalities, the most nationalities in a HIIT workout. So that's the record we got. But it was just such an incredible feeling to be in this environment. Like Sheikh Zayed is shut for us, and there's a DJ, and we're dancing and we're exercising in this community, all for the, to show like fitness and health. It's beautiful.
And fitness and health, but it's also such a true representation of what Dubai is.
Yeah.
Because bringing together, how many nationalities did you get together, and how do you manage that? How do you build that community?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, Adidas has such a good, and again, with Dubai Fitness Challenge and Les Mills, we're all so connected, and we're just out there like, come and join us and be part of the community. And it's not just, we'll talk about the Dubai Marathon and running community after this, but it's just such a strong network. So the more you invite people and you're genuine about it, the more people show up. And I think it's just, a testament to Dubai and all the nationalities we have here. But that's a good question. I don't actually know how many nationalities we got on that day. That to be
140 or 50, something like that. I'm not sure. No, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. We'll get that for you.
We'll get that. Now I want to know. But yeah, incredible.
But speaking of bringing people in and bringing that community, like we're talking about something to do cool in the morning, but it's also about fitness. And like, how would you inspire people today to get fit? If someone's sitting at home right now and they want to move, but they don't know like the first steps to kind of like a healthy lifestyle, what would you recommend?
Well, listen, I think I'm also a yoga teacher, so I think we talk a lot about, in the yoga world, about mantras and knowing your purpose or your goal or what means a lot to you. So rather than it be, it can be anything along the lines, like what is going to motivate you to get there? It's not just like, oh, I want to go and exercise. It might have to be a little bit deeper than that. So I want to be able to, run with my grandkids later on. I want to be able to play with my children for an hour a day or something. It's something along those lines that has a bit deeper meaning that will get you there. And then along the same lines, even if you don't have that mantra per se, having someone else with you really helps. So if you just are like, you talk to a friend, I want to start paddle, I want to start running, dancing, will you come to me with this class? If you come, I'll come. And we're together. And if you don't show up, like, it's just that motivation you need.
That's very cool.
Yeah, you gotta maybe get that person. So you maybe
Marathon buddies.
Yeah, okay.
Marathon buddies.
Yeah, I know. What did I sign up to? But I have a question that might be too vague, but I know that women who want to get into fitness face this. It's basically hair. So, when you work out every day or you do yoga every day and like you sweat.
Yeah.
But like you also don't have the time as a working woman to wash your hair every day. So what do you do with your hair? Because your hair looks amazing.
Well, I know it was going to be on the show. Let's be serious. I do not always. So lots of dry shampoo is good. No, I'm joking. Okay. So it's funny. There's always a joke. You kind of time your workouts with. So if I know, for example, my long run tomorrow is I have 28 kilometers on the clock tomorrow morning. So I wouldn't shower or wash my hair tonight. I will do it after my long run. So you time it around your workouts.
So it's basically adjusting the intensity of your workout and your hair routine. Wow.
Yeah.
And maybe getting shares in dry shampoo because I use a lot of it.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
So you have a 28-kilometer run tomorrow.
I do in the morning, yeah.
Tell us
yeah.
what's that prepping you for?
Yeah, so I am running the Dubai Marathon in January, I think January 7th. So yeah, I'm in the thick of the training now, so there's about 4 more weeks of these heavy long runs. So I think I've got about 28, then 30, and then I go up to 36, and then you do what's called a taper run, or a taper week, which all of us love because we don't have to run as much. You rest a week or so before the race, and then it's race day.
Will this be your first marathon?
This is my third. Yeah.
So
we're talking to an expert.
No, I
how do
wouldn't
you
say that.
get ready for a marathon, physically, mentally?
You know, there's, I would say physically, you don't really, so my first marathon I did, you don't really know what you're in for physically until you push the body to limits that it hasn't been before. So I know we were talking about it and you were joking about, oh, I've never done that or run before like this long or a marathon. So I honestly couldn't run more than 5 kilometers and I wanted to do something that I hadn't done before. And it just so happens one of my best friends is my run coach, and she was like, well, try to run a marathon. I was like, funny, that sounds really ridiculous. And I never had that goal. And I was like, well, wait a second, I don't know if my body can do this. So physically, you don't know what you're in for, but I do really recommend having someone guide you or a community. So even on Adidas, we have an Adidas Runners app and group sessions. So to have that coach help you through and kind of understand that this is a normal sensation. You're now pushing another 2 kilometers, and then we let the body heal, and then the next weekend we push another 2, so you slowly build up for it. So physically, just prepare not to feel the legs so much. I'm in that stage now. And then mentally, I'd say this is more a mental game. It is 100% a mental game. So, having a community and a support system is key. Because it kind of takes out that element, of sometimes self-doubt that you might have, and just having that connection with other people, and that physical, we're running together, we're in this together, helps you through. So it's a mental game.
Speaking of it being a mental game, I think that even working out is a mental game, and people are encouraged to get 20, 30 minutes a day, and sometimes even that's a struggle, and people say, it's a work-life balance, I don't have time.
Yeah.
So how do you find the time to do these long runs during the week?
Yeah, so again, it's really scheduled. So so I also have 2 little ones, so I'm managing around them. So my workout time, and this wouldn't work out. This wouldn't work for everyone, but I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to get in. I know a run or an exercise, and then I spend the afternoon or so with them, and then I work in the morning. So yeah, essentially, I've made that schedule, and that works for me. And again, my friends, and they're aware of it now. I'm in the training, so every Saturday is my long run, so they know Friday night I'm in bed by 7 or 8 to make it. I got to wake up at 4 and run quite a lot. It's taxing on the body, so I've prepped that out. This is the schedule that works for me at the moment. So I would just say, set a realistic schedule. And it's a non-negotiable, depending on life. Obviously, life gets in the way. Sometimes the kids are sick, you get sick, whatever it might be. Work, yes, but it's a really sacred time that you're like, no, I have to get this in because this is for me. And if I don't, my health isn't, you know what I mean? It's not going to be at its optimum. So we have to prioritize it. It's a life,
It's challenging, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
So what is your goal for this marathon that you're going to be running? Like, what do you wish to accomplish? Is there a message that you're trying to spread? Or,
so it's funny, my last marathon in Paris, I wanted it was a time goal, 3:45. And I got that, so I was really excited. This one, it's just, I want my kids to see me cross the finish line. That's my goal. So I can do it in 6 hours. I mean, I don't care. Obviously, you always try to be, but I want them. I want to see their faces. My goal is just to see their faces at the end, and then.
What age are they?
They are 5 and 3.
They'll be with the flags.
Yeah. They're getting dressed up. They're going to be in kit. I'm going to buy them every noisy toy that's out there. Yeah. But that's my goal, is just to see them and to show them that you can. This is important. Fitness is important, and health is important, and setting that for them.
So lovely. And in terms of Dubai Marathon, have you run the Dubai Marathon before? And what is that like in terms of, support along the way?
Yeah.
Do you know if the public can go out and support? Because, we see like there's big support can help push a runner through.
Yes, yeah. And I was actually just having the conversation with someone. So I'm pretty spoiled. My first marathon was Copenhagen. The second was Paris. So in these countries, it's a big deal. The city shut down, and people are screaming through their balconies, and people I don't know, and your name's on your bib. So I'm like, how do they know? I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
But you'd love it.
I know. You're like, Allie, go. And it's amazing, and it gives you that
such
last
a community.
So yeah, my hope is that Dubai, the streets, start to realize this is a big deal. And before I was running marathons, or I did triathlons back in the day, but before I was running, I didn't realize how important having someone yell my name was. So I'm out there even if I'm not in the race, I will be out there for all the other athletes, because it's a journey for them. They've put in a lot of work, and they deserve to be screamed at. So you guys have to be there.
So let's go scream at athletes, okay?
Yeah, but yes, of course people can come watch, and it's my first time running.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
And very lastly, before you leave us, because unfortunately time is running out,
Yes,
we've spoken about advice for people wanting to get into fitness, but what about advice for people who are running the marathon and goal setting for them? If it's going to be their first time doing the marathon, they're doing it in Dubai in January, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, so in general, your first marathon, I would just recommend just going out there and enjoying the atmosphere and having fun. I mean, yes, we all have time goals, but you're running a marathon. This is a massive deal. Just smile and enjoy. Look for your family or friends and drag them out.
Yeah, why do you want to finish so fast?
Yeah.